3-eye atlas is a natural, it isn't a comet, and it's absolutely not ours. Those are the claims coming from a brilliant Harvard astrophysicist called Avi Loeb.
Did you know that current statistical models suggest there is a less than 1 in a trillion chance that a natural rock would randomly execute the specific orbital maneuvers we have just witnessed?
Here's the thing, that's not Avi Loeb.
I am Avi Loeb.
Avi Loeb is a fake AI channel that's fooled hundreds of thousands of people. Why? Well, that's exactly what we'll find out today. Before I tell you how we found out, and just in case you fell for it too, don't feel bad, I did so too. Let's briefly clarify if the most controversial claims this fake Avi Loeb has made are real or not. Beginning with the first claim. Well, Avi explains that 3-eye atlas's acceleration is pretty freaking weird because the way it speeds up cannot be fully explained by gravity or outgassing, which is the melting of the ice, which is kind of what propels these comets naturally. Now, in the case of 3-eye atlas, all of that stuff, all of it, is looking pretty strange, according to Avi.
But then it suddenly accelerated without any reasonable scientific explanation. From the very first analysis, 3-eye atlas's motion defied the familiar laws of astrophysics. Instead of moving purely under the influence of gravity, the object exhibited a small but inexplicable acceleration.
But that's not true. Well, Avi Loeb has explained that 3-eye atlas's acceleration is strange. It's still explainable through our current understanding of comets and how they behave. The thing with 3-eye atlas, says
Avi Loeb.
According to Avi, 3-eye atlas also has a lot of flickering, a lot of weird patterns when it comes to reflections. And in his own words,
this object's brightness flickers irregularly, increasing and decreasing without any pattern. Some analysis of the images shows sharp edges of reflection, in contrast to the typical chaos of natural comets, and has led American scientists to wonder if this is a sign of design
or a sign of bullshit. Because the real Avi Loeb says the glow around 3-eye atlas is, it's kind of strange. He does wonder if the center might even be making some of its own light. But he's speculative. He's not claiming it is a machine. He only says that it is worth studying because we don't fully understand it yet. Soon I'm going to show you how we found out this Avi Loeb is a fake AI Avi Loeb. But that's not all. Call right now and you'll get a freaking comment that is also showing some type of extreme gas chemistry. What do I mean by that? Well, Avi Loeb explains that
3-eye atlas's chemical composition deepens the mystery. Instead of releasing water vapor as it heats up, it ejects unusually large amounts of carbon dioxide, with a carbon dioxide to water ratio that ranks among the most extreme ever recorded.
Believe it or not, that's actually kind of true, because the real Avi Loeb says that 3-eye atlas is a kind of weird comet because it does blow out a lot of carbon dioxide gas and only a tiny bit of water. Way more carbon dioxide than most comets we have ever seen. What if I told you that 3-eye atlas appears to have aimed jets? I'm talking about jets.
3-eye atlas's tail forms narrow jets that shoot out in fixed directions. And many experts admit that the jets appear too targeted to be simply explained by nature.
The real Avi Loeb says that the jets are actually very strong and a bit mysterious. Now, if you're curious, NASA says they can still come from ice and gas blasting out of hotspots on the comet. Next, I'm going to tell you how the heck we know that this is in fact a fake Avi Loeb.
I am Avi Loeb.
But before we do that, the last thing, and that is the most important claim this Avi Loeb makes.
Did you know that current statistical models suggest there is a less than 1 in a trillion chance that a natural rock would randomly execute the specific orbital maneuvers we have just witnessed?
But that is 100% fabricated by whoever created this fake Avi Loeb, nor Avi Loeb or any scientist on record at least has ever mentioned anything close to that. And that takes us to, how do we know this is not the real Avi Loeb? The fake clock. You see, this is a clock that just never moves and looks extremely weird. But the one that caught my attention, besides a couple other things we'll talk about soon, was the lettering on this side. Notice how it's messy. This is classic AI. You cannot read it. And you may think it's just because the camera is not focused. But no, there's a big difference between a blurry image and this AI sloppy soup. There's also the tie Avi Loeb is always wearing. And let's not forget the weird way in which Avi Loeb pronounces 3i Atlas.
3i Atlas's tail form 3i Atlas's orbit. 3i Atlas.
He sounds worse than me. The blinking, his expression movements are very robotic. There's almost like this jarring type of action editing going on in there. And that's just how the AI currently works. And I almost forgot the most important thing. It only takes taking a look at the oldest videos in that channel to realize that this has been a spam AI channel from the beginning. They started with a fake doctor speaking in Filipino.
Loob ng mahigit 30 taon inilaan ko ang aking karera sa geriatric medicine.
Well, I guess it didn't work out, so they try Avi Loeb, and guess what? Avi Loeb was a massive hit to them. Mind you, this is only gonna get better from here on. If this Avi Loeb was able to fool a bunch of us, I cannot imagine how bad it's gonna get soon. Because that technology is taking quantum leaps as you listen to this.
Hello, I am Avi Loeb.
By the way, if you love 3i Atlas and this type of content, I really think you're gonna love this video right here. Well, hopefully I'm crossing fingers you will, but I really do think so. Thank you so much for existing, and I can't wait to see you soon.